Hey there guys, thanks for tuning in. So shop update, all the sheetrock is up. The last few pieces from the last video that I had to do was in between the workbench back there. And then underneath the workbench back here I got a couple gaps to fill with some miscellaneous small pieces, but I got it all in. Still doing it 100% myself. Still got piping running right there. I actually found a cork. A wine bottle cork to plug it. Just because. And gonna run a 2x6 brace with a 4x4 I guess cross member along the top right in this area, so I can securely mount without going beam to beam the heater. When I do get that wired and hung up, it's gonna go right there in that corner. That's what the piping is for right there, little PVC chunk. Still waiting on the door. I actually found the door at Menards that I want. It's a left-hand swing. I'm going to reverse mount it so I don't lose that space again on the interior of the shop here. And then this is my most recent freebie. Is when we moved in 2 years ago, my father-in-law bought a couple pallets of the CertainTeed R38 insulation attic bats. R38's one of the top ones up there that I've seen as far as R value going as high as it can go, and it's face too, so that kind of helps. So I'm going to lay it face down on top of the ceiling tomorrow. And unfortunately I do have, you're not going to be able to see any of this, but I do have up there just a couple things of storage. I can't even reach that tall, but there's a couple blue bins and stuff that's got to come down. There's also 2 4x8 sheets of plywood that got to get slid over, because with these 2x4 style beams and this insulation being 12 inches thick, kind of sad, but I am going to lose that storage space up there with how thick this is. I don't want that pressure or the compressing of that insulation to lose any of the R value. I also don't want that pressure pushing against the sheetrock, pushing the sheetrock down for any reason whatsoever. So I'm going to end up moving a lot of stuff out of the rafters, the snowboards, the miscellaneous boxes and crap, and move those 4x8 sheets to a different part in the garage. Back in this corner, back to the right where I've got my wood stacked up back there, that cherry wood, I've got about 6 doors, interior doors, that were left here when we bought the house. And in this corner, right past that last bike over my red Escape, I've got 2 4x8 sheets of plywood up there already for storage. They're really hard to see because it's so dark, but there is storage already up there. And this is, again, a really large 2-car garage stall. So kind of sucks I'm losing that. I was also told it wouldn't be a bad idea to wall this part off where I already made these 2 walls, but I don't think I really want to do that this year. I'm just not sure. Anyways, put the attic up in the ceiling, or I'm sorry, the insulation up in the ceiling here, get the door installed, and I'll at least be able to start running, a small crappy little heater like that guy will plug in. Space heater will keep it at least warm enough here to work. And today it's not too bad. It's about 40 degrees today. They're expected 50 degrees tomorrow, but then I really honestly think for Midwestern Minnesota here that's going to be the last of the nice weather. So I'm going to get up there and try to get that done tomorrow. Definitely not going to be taking any videos of that, because when I get all dolled up for insulation, it is white plastic Tyvek monkey suit and glass or safety goggles and a respirator and gloves, and I'm not messing around with my phone. When I put in insulation, I might show you guys a video just showing you after the fact how I did it, or showing you that I did it. But there's the update, the shop update for today. I did end up fixing my all-trade 5-speed drill press that I got at the garage sale a couple weekends ago. It was just a set screw that wasn't tightened in this first pulley right here. Let's see where it is. Right there. You see that? There's a set screw right. It's not going to show up. Anyways, in that second pulley down, there's a set screw right there that wasn't locked in, so that stripped some stuff, so I'm going to have to maybe get that replaced, and the set screw doesn't lock in super tight. But I got that drill press. Also got the grinder back out to running again because I had a buddy of mine reach out. Sheetrock dust on that. Reach out for a different XDS compact 9mm holster. It was the one that I built him originally. He's just looking to upgrade it just a little bit, so got that kind of fine-tuned finally on the bench grinder there. And that's the next big steps, is laying out where everything's going to go. So his plan still is there going to be a gun safe over here and maybe a cabinet. These two giant pieces of handmade, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a maple table. I can't tell. It's really heavy for those two sheets. It used to be a leaf style table, a fold up leaf table. Those are going to be shelves up here above that, heavy duty storage shelves. And over here I think I'm going to do a variety of different things, but I've got 3.5, almost 4 feet. Doesn't look like it with this fisheye kind of lens I got going on, but between this wall and the workbench start, I still need access to walk in the door and to hit this light switch. But there's some storage going to happen there. There's definitely going to be at least a shelf or two coming up along this wall, is the initial plan so far, and maybe even an additional shelf along this entire wall, just for storage and getting stuff out of the way. Again, this is a 10x10 shop, so space and wasted space is key. And if you can see these shelves here that were originally here when I moved in, I just repainted them and put them back up. These are those hanger style shelves, and based on the toolbox idea sliding over to here, I'm going to lose that whole bottom shelf and maybe even the second shelf too, based on, that top is only about 8 inches. So you really can't store much up there. So I might rearrange some stuff, take them all down, maybe even cut them in half so I can utilize some of them on some of these other walls. I'm not quite sure yet, but just trying to keep everything as cheap and as cost effective as possible. And then when I do start mudding and taping, I got to get obviously the ceiling to that corner seam over there for those seams. So all that's going to have to come out. Toolbox is going to have to come out. Everything's just going to have to come out. And for the sanding, the drying, the mudding, taping, and then sanding after that, and all that stuff, it's all going to have to come out. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.